It's Saturday morning. Time to talk about Batman. Hello and welcome to the Saturday Morning Show. I'm Jason Inman, and we're going to talk about today the one thing that you should be talking about, and you should probably talk about for the rest of your life, and that is The Dark Knight Rises. You know, there's a funny story about Dark Knight Rises. You know Craigslist? Have you heard about this thing? Craigslist is like you put on ads and you look for casual encounters, if you know what I'm saying. On Craigslist, in the men seeking women section in Los Angeles, a guy put up the craziest ad ever for Be My Date for The Dark Knight. In fact, I read it verbatim, word for word, and I made a video about it. And you could check that out right here. Go watch that video. Go watch it right now. So enough about Craigslist ads. Let's get back to the important subject at hand, and that is Batman. The Dark Knight, the Cape Crusader, the guy that wears a cape and looks like a bat. I have no more names for Batman. You know, there have been a lot of Batman movies, and this is just the end and the series of Batman movies, but it all started for me in 1989 with Michael Keaton's Batman. You know, Tim Burton. I can remember being in kindergarten and my parents taking me to see this movie. Why am I telling you this story? Well, it has a very important factor in my life. Right after that movie, we went to this mystical store called Walmart. Have you heard of this store? It's amazing. It has everything, like giant gallon jugs of cheese balls. More cheese balls than you could ever eat in your entire life. And back then, Walmart had comic racks, and on the comic rack was Batman, number 466. It was the first comic book I ever read in my entire life. Now, this cover attracted me. It was Batman tied to the bottom of a rocket with fire coming out of the bottom. And he's tied to this, and you can tell the rocket's about to set off. And I can remember as a little kid, I was like, oh my God, Batman, the rocket's gonna kill you. Get off the rocket, Batman. And I begged and begged and begged my parents to buy this for me. It's the first comic I ever read. It was the comic book that led me through the rest of my comic book reading career, if that could be considered a career. If it's not a career, get on that, Mr. President. Chop, chop, let's go. Economy, soar. This is a normal economy. This is comic book reading economy. I think this is out of frame. This is definitely out of frame, which is where it would be, actually. More Batman movies. Of course, you got Batman Returns. You know, Christopher Walken in a bad wig. Michael Keaton. I'm in a bad wig. I apologize right now. I'm not good at Christopher Walken impressions, but you know, everybody's got them, so you gotta try. Next, you got Batman Forever. You know, it's the Batman movie that introduces nipples, and also is the Batman movie that introduced Chris O'Donnell as Robin. Now, there's a scene, one of my favorite scenes in Batman Forever, is that there's a scene after he goes out and fights crime with Batman a little bit, and he comes back after crime fighting, and he's like, I should have a name. I should be like Batboy, Batboy 2, or Nightwing. At that moment, every fanboy, even though how ferocious that movie was, in the crowd, did this. Oh my God! Nightwing! They actually read the comic books when they made this movie! Now, if you watch the rest of this movie, you know that they didn't read the comic books at all, but that one little glimmer of hope sometimes can get you through a movie. Next, we have Batman and Robin. There is no joke needed for that movie. That movie is a joke. Then you come to the Christopher Nolan films. You have Batman Begins, you have The Dark Knight. I could go on and on. I could talk for an hour about the Christopher Nolan Batman films and how awesome and how much I love them. But to be honest with you, Christopher Nolan Batman films are more for impressions. That's what I like to use them for. Impressions like this. Well, at least I'm not wearing hockey pads. Swear to me, he must have friends. What's the point of doing all those bloody push-ups if you can't lift a bloody log? Once you go through all those Batman movies, probably my favorite Batman movie is Batman the Mask of the Phantasm. It was this tie-in to the Batman the Animated Series way back in the 90s, made by Bruce Timm. It's very dark, it's very chilling, and just because it's a cartoon, give it a chance. You will love it. And by the way, trivia fact, Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker, is the Joker in it, and he is fantastic. I know what it sounds. Luke Skywalker as the Joker. I'm crazy. I'm not. I'm 100% serious. All right, so in the comments below, I want you to tell me, what is your favorite Batman movie? I want you to give an argument. If you don't like any of my Batman movies, well, you can turn off the computer. No, please. Please don't turn off. Just comment. Comment. It's okay. Shh. I'm petting the internet right now. It'll be okay. Now it's time for This Saturday in History. July 21st, 1873, in Adair, if you know how to say this name, I'm horrible with city names. You know this by now, even though it's the third episode. In Adair, Iowa, Jesse James and his gang pulled off the very first ever successful train robbery in the Old West. When I first heard about this, I imagined a scene where Jesse James is like a little kid and he's talking to his mama, and it goes something like this. Hey, mama. When I grow up, I'm gonna rob a train. Jesse James, you are an idiot. No one can rob a train. They're faster than horses. I can do it, Mama. I'ma show you one day. You get out there and you churn some butter, or I'll smack you in your face, Jesse James. So July 21st, 1873 should be a sign to all of you out there that if you have a dream, no matter how crazy it is, the dream of a crazy horse being able to run a crazy train so you can rob it for profit can come true. That, and if it doesn't work out, you can always be Batman. And that's the better route. For the Saturday morning show, I am Jason Inman. Don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe if you like my rantings, if you like the crazy scenery. This will be my last show in Idlewild for a while, hopefully. I don't know. I like it here, so I might come back. If I come back, maybe you'll come back. Hey, keep watching. That's it for the Saturday morning show. I'll be seeing you.